Greetings, Big Valley fans. Step into the saddle as we revisit the 1965 cast of this legendary Western and discover their paths in 2025. Who's ready for a nostalgic ride? Jarrod Barkley, the calm, clever lawyer in the Big Valley, was portrayed by Richard Long in 1965. At 38, Long's charm and wit made Jarrod a standout, balancing family loyalty with courtroom finesse. Known for 77 Sunset Strip, he shone as the Barkley anchor. Fun fact, Long loved painting, sketching on set to relax. His role cemented his TV stardom, but his time was brief. Richard Long passed away in 1974 at 47 from a heart attack. His sudden death shocked fans, as he was still thriving in TV roles. Despite his early exit, Long's portrayal of Jarrod remains iconic, with his warm smile and steady presence etched in Big Valley reruns. Nick Barkley, the hot-tempered rancher in the Big Valley, was brought to life by Breck in 1965. At 36, Breck's raw energy made Nika stand out, tackling fights and family drama. Known for Black Saddle, he added grit to the Barkleys. Fun fact, Breck studied at the Actors Studio with Marlon Brando. Breck passed away in 2012 at 82 from dementia, leaving a void in Western fandom. After the Big Valley, he guest starred in The Fall Guy and Todd Acting, sharing his passion. His iconic Nick still rides in reruns, ensuring Breck's fiery spirit endures. Heath Barkley, the loyal half-brother in the Big Valley, was portrayed by Lee Majors in 1965. At 26, Majors' rugged charm and quiet strength made Heath a breakout role, anchoring the Barkley family. Fresh to Hollywood, he soared to fame. Fun fact, Majors was a stuntman before acting, performing his own Big Valley stunts. In 2025, Lee Majors, now 85, remains a TV legend. After the Big Valley, he starred as the $6 million man in The Fall Guy, cementing his action hero status. Recently, he appeared in the Fall Guy movie remake. Still active, Major's grit keeps Heath's spirit alive in reruns. Audra Barkley, the spirited daughter in the Big Valley, was played by Linda Evans in 1965. At 23, Evans' grace and fiery charm brought Audra to life, shining in family dramas. New to acting, she won hearts despite a tough audition. Fun fact, Evans modeled for Revlon before landing her role. In 2025, Linda Evans, now 82, is a TV icon. After the Big Valley, she dazzled as Crystal in Dynasty, earning a Golden Globe. Retired from acting, she faced a 2014 DUI arrest, but remains beloved. Audra's elegance lives on in reruns, keeping Evans' legacy vibrant. Victoria Barkley, the fierce matriarch of the Big Valley, was portrayed by Barbara Stanwyck in 1965. At 58, Stanwyck's commanding presence and grit made Victoria a trailblazer, leading the Barkley clan. A Hollywood legend from Double Indemnity, she earned an Emmy for the role. Fun fact, Stanwyck did most of her own stunts, showcasing her fearless spirit. Barbara Stanwyck passed away in 1990 at 82 from heart failure and emphysema. After the Big Valley, she starred in The Thorn Birds, earning another Emmy nod. Her iconic Victoria remains a symbol of strength in reruns, ensuring Stanwyck's legacy endures in Western history. Silas, the loyal majordomo of the Big Valley, was played by Napoleon Whiting in 1965. At 55, Whiting brought warmth and dignity to Silas, a butler treated like family, appearing in 35 episodes. Known for Giant, 1956, he gave depth to an often stereotyped role. Fun fact, Whiting left Mississippi at 21 to pursue acting in New York before Hollywood. Napoleon Whiting passed away in 1984 at 74 from a heart attack. After the Big Valley, he appeared in Farewell, My Lovely, 1975, and The FBI. His portrayal of Silas with scripted lines tackling slavery and post-Civil War life, remains memorable in reruns. Sheriff Fred Madden, the steadfast lawman in the Big Valley, was played by Douglas Kennedy in 1965. At 50, Kennedy's rugged authority and calm demeanor made Madden a recurring force, appearing in 17 episodes. A veteran of Dark Passage, 1947, he grounded the show's action. Fun fact, Kennedy flew planes in real life, a skill he used in World War II as a pilot. Douglas Kennedy passed away in 1973 at 57 from cancer. After the Big Valley, he took roles in the Virginian and Hawaii Five-0. His portrayal of Sheriff Madden, upholding justice in Stockton, continues to resonate in reruns, preserving Kennedy's strong screen presence. Harlan Ward, a versatile character actor in the Big Valley, played various roles like Peter Doolin and Senator Judson in 1965. At 48, Ward's steady presence added depth to the show's stories, appearing in 5 episodes. Known for Dragnet 1950s, he was a reliable TV staple. Fun fact, Ward wrote poetry, publishing a collection in the 1970s. Harlan Ward passed away in 1980 at 62 from leukemia. After the Big Valley, he appeared in Bonanza and Columbo, maintaining his knack for small but memorable roles. His varied characters in the Big Valley live on in reruns, showcasing his understated talent. Paul Sorensen, a rugged character actor in the Big Valley, played various roles like Boss Wick and Head Brawler in 1965. At 39, Sorensen's tough guy vibe and gravelly voice brought grit to 5 episodes. A familiar face in Star Trek 1967, he excelled as henchman and heavies. Fun fact, Sorensen was a skilled horseman, performing his own riding stunts on set. Paul Sorensen passed away in 1994 at 68 from cancer. After the Big Valley, he appeared in The Brady Bunch in Dallas, staying active in TV. His memorable bit parts as Roughnecks in the Big Valley endure in reruns, highlighting his distinctive presence. Walker Edmiston, a talented character actor in the Big Valley, played various roles like Spock and a preacher in 1965. At 39, Edmiston's expressive voice and versatility shown in 5 episodes. Known for the Flintstones voice work, he added flair to the show. Fun fact, Edmiston was a puppeteer, creating characters for H.R. Pufnstuf. Walker Edmiston passed away in 2007 at 81 from cancer. After the Big Valley, he voiced roles in Smurfs and appeared in Knots Landing. His diverse characters, from outlaws to clergy in the Big Valley, remain vivid in reruns, showcasing his unique talent. Bill Quinn, a seasoned character actor in the Big Valley, played various roles like a storekeeper and juror in 1965. At 53, Quinn's warm, familiar face added authenticity to 5 episodes. Known for The Rifleman, he was a TV regular. Fun fact, Quinn was married to actress Mary Costa, the voice of Disney's Sleeping Beauty. Bill Quinn passed away in 1994 at 81 from natural causes. After the Big Valley, he appeared in All in the Family and the Jeffersons, often as kindly elders. His small but impactful roles in the Big Valley live on in reruns, reflecting his enduring charm. Joe Higgins, a colorful character actor in the Big Valley, played various roles like a referee and bartender in 1965. At 40, Higgins' jovial presence and southern drawl lit up 5 episodes. Known for The Dukes of Hazzard later, he was a natural. Fun fact, Higgins became famous as the Dodge Sheriff in 1970s car commercials. Joe Higgins passed away in 1998 at 72 from a heart attack. After the Big Valley, he starred in Maude and the Dukes of Hazzard. His lively bit parts, bringing humor to the Big Valley's saloons and streets, endure in reruns, showcasing his folksy charm. Dick Kanji, a tough stuntman actor, played various roles like arm wrestler and buggy driver in the Big Valley in 1965. At 32, his boxer's grit, 43 wins, 3 losses, brought raw energy to 7 episodes. Introduced by Peter Breck, he debuted in Hollywood here. Fun fact, Kanji ran a Long Beach bar before acting. Dick Kanji passed away in 2003 at 70 from undisclosed causes. After the Big Valley, he worked stunts on the Wild Wild West and acted in Mannix. Later, he opened a pizza restaurant. His rugged roles in the Big Valley live on in reruns. Kevin Hagen, a versatile character actor in the Big Valley, played various roles like Harry Coleman and Zach Case in 1965. At 37, Hagen's lean frame and intense delivery added depth to 6 episodes. Known for Yancey Derringer, he was a Western staple. Fun fact, Hagen was a jazz musician, playing saxophone in his youth. Kevin Hagen passed away in 2005 at 77 from esophageal cancer. After the Big Valley, he starred as Doc Baker in Little House on the Prairie and appeared in Bonanza. His memorable roles, from villains to victims in the Big Valley, endure in reruns, showcasing his range. Rex Holman, a rugged character actor in the Big Valley, played various roles like a drifter and outlaw in 1965. At 35, Holman's weathered look and intensity brought grit to 5 episodes. Known for Star Trek 1968, he excelled as Western heavies. Fun fact, Holman was a folk singer, performing in coffeehouses before acting. In 2025, Rex Holman, now 95, is retired from acting. After the Big Valley, he appeared in The Hunted, 1974, and Napoleon and Samantha. Living quietly, his menacing roles as roughnecks in the Big Valley remain vivid in reruns, highlighting his knack for villainy. Bruce Dern, a dynamic actor in the Big Valley, played various roles like John Weaver and Gabe Skills in 1965. At 29, Dern's intense energy and sharp features electrified 5 episodes. Fresh from Hush, Hush, Sweet Charlotte, he was a rising star. Fun fact, Dern trained with the Actors Studio, shaping his raw, edgy style. In 2025, Bruce Dern, now 88, remains a Hollywood legend. After the Big Valley, he starred in Nebraska 2013 and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood 2019, earning Oscar nods. Still acting, his early roles as complex outcasts in the Big Valley shine in reruns, showcasing his enduring talent. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.